Hey there, 6th grade. This next lesson will be a really quick video to just talk about how we determine whether or not ratios are equivalent without using ratio tables like we've been doing for the last few lessons. So in order to determine whether or not two ratios are equivalent, we simply reduce them to simplest form. If they are equivalent, then they will both reduce to the same ratio or same fraction. So in this first example, we have $18 for 3 bracelets, and we have $30 for 5 bracelets. So both of these ratios would be 18 to 3 and 30 to 5. When I try to reduce each of these ratios, 18 over 3 reduces to 6 to 1, and then 30 to 5 also reduces to 6 to 1. I can divide 18 and 3 both by 3. I can divide 30 and 5 both by 5. So because these ratios reduce to the same ratio, we would say, yes, these are equivalent. For number 2, we have 120 calories in 2 servings. We have 360 calories in 6 servings. 120 over 2, if I divide both of those by 2, reduces to the ratio 60 to 1. 360 over 6 reduces to the ratio 60 to 1 as well. So that means that these two ratios are equivalent. For number 3, we have 4 hours worked for $12 and 7 hours worked for $28. I can reduce this ratio 4 to 12 by dividing the top and the bottom by 12, and I get 1/3 to 1 here. On this ratio, I can divide the top and bottom by 28, and I get 1/4 to 1. Because my 1/3 and 1/4 are different from each other, I would say that these ratios are not equivalent. In this last example, we'll look at another way to tell whether or not ratios are equivalent, and that's by using what are called cross products. So this says we have 18 vocabulary words in 2 hours compared to 27 vocabulary words in 3 hours. So what I mean by using cross products is if I take the product, and that means multiply, of one diagonal, in this case 18 times 3, if these ratios are equivalent, then that should be equal to the product of my other diagonal, 2 times 27. 18 times 3 is 54. 2 times 27 is also 54. So because these products of the diagonals are equivalent, that means these are equivalent ratios. If you have any questions over this video, be sure to jot those down the next time I see you. Until then, have a nice day. You're all wonderful people.